What is this? I literally can't find it anywhere. No matter how long I look, no matter how hard I look, no news at all. GameStop, what the fuck is this? $16.47, up 35% at one point on Friday, closed up 29%. Is this what we think it is? In today's video, that's something that we're going to cover. Make sure to hit the like button down below. While we never have a full picture as to what is going on because there's no news pushing GameStop higher, the Gamma Squeeze was initiated last week. We talked about 12 million deep out of the money calls, short-term contracts being bet on GameStop before this run even happened. Wall Street doubled down on their calls in the last 15 minutes of Friday's trading close as well, which makes me wonder, is this run not over? Now, we're going to give a few key points from the charts perspective as to why it could be and why it couldn't be, especially based on Wall Street doubling down on their call positions in the last 15 minutes of close, even after the stock was up 30% on the day. You can see that the Gamma has been ramping up. There are no puts in the money for this week, next week, the week after, the week after, the week after that. But what I can tell you is short exempt volume has never been this high on GameStop. 333,000 short exempt volume. Now, mind you, GameStop trades 2 to 4 million in trading volume per day, and on Friday it was above 36 million. So you can see why they had to dump so many extra shares to put a rock in the momentum for GameStop. Now, there's no order imbalances to report on AMC like we usually show you guys, but after GameStop closed up nearly 30%, there's no other tickers that you can find with this many order imbalances, and you can look down the list. NYSE order imbalance for GameStop, 75k shares, 195k shares, 102,000 shares, 186,000 shares, 425,000 shares. The list goes on and on, all for GameStop. Okay, looking at GameStop's chart, back in January before the 2021 rip, this is what we called out before GameStop started running. We said, all right, there's a 36% retracement before a potential 80% gain, and then a retracement again before catapulting higher. And GameStop will play sort of this scenario if AMC does catapult and GameStop will lag behind. Is GameStop actually lagging behind because AMC isn't moving? GameStop right here pulling the same thing, this U shape, starting to rally up 30% on Friday, got a 36% retracement, now in total climbed up 74%, which is very close to the 80% we said. We said between $14 and $18 is where GameStop gonna go, came all the way up to about $17, right? Holding at $16.50. Okay, we back out and we take a look. Well, has GameStop had jumps like this in the past in this part of the cycle or in different parts of the cycle? Yes, similar. Okay, the last one was 55 to 56%. Again, we're at 74. The one before that was 72%. Okay, so that's more realistic. Seeing GameStop could sell off and crash further and trap retail investors, but again, Wall Street's not betting that, or at least some of them. Okay, you look before that, 153%, 50%. And then again, 150%. So GameStop could be done here, could be playing through another cycle, a more dangerous sort of cycle. However, Wall Street's not betting that. And if it plays out similarly to one of the aggressive cycles, the aggressive pop, where it ran 150%, that could bring GameStop to $25. Okay, that would be a level that we're watching. If GameStop clean breaks and passes $25, this is probably the squeeze that we have been sitting around for 3 years waiting for. That is what I'll throw on the table for you guys to start next week. AMC closed up 5.43%, entering this zone that we said from May 3rd to May 14th, where AMC has a very good shot at catapulting higher. Now that GameStop is running, AMC has an even better shot at catapulting higher. AMC has earnings this week as well, May 8th, which is something we have currently been talking about consecutively on the channel. If you don't know that, subscribe to the channel and have post notifications on. What are you waiting for? This is what we've been tracking. This is the January run up before AMC ran up. Gapped up, retrace, before climbing higher. AMC very similar. Gapped up, I wouldn't call this a retrace, but gapped up again, retrace, and is slowly climbing higher. And now we're entering this zone where AMC could have the same move back here as January 22nd, 2021. Now AMC won on the options chain by double as well for the week. Short exempts are still extremely high, but somehow GameStop's surpassed AMC's on the 3rd. Now, AMC fails to delivers. Average per day for April is 288,305. Not normal for any given ticker. Couple sprinkles on top. Looks like Citadel is about to go ham in the OTC market, which is odd and effective Monday. Market maker traded ahead of customer over-the-counter orders over 2-year period. May 6th, 2024. Here they go. Does this correlate to AMC and GameStop squeezing and rallying? You let me know in the comments down below. Since we're talking about major institutions, JP Morgan Chase, Bank of America, and Citibank are holding $7.4 trillion worth of off-balance sheet and dangerous unknown assets, which could be a catastrophic event. And finally, last but not least, before we touch on the market, crypto, and the earnings for next week, a friend of somebody's ran into Trades at his new job, apparently, supposedly, allegedly, right? And I've been to these before. This is clear as day at Texas Roadhouse where Trades has an apron on, so he is a waiter, it looks like. After making $4 million plus in ad revenue in a single year, why would you go work at a Texas Roadhouse? Hey, maybe he likes it. I don't really know. But I did post a video on what potentially happened to Trades, and that does correlate to Citadel, and if you haven't seen that, make sure to go watch that. Now, before we move on to the market, crypto, and the earnings for Monday that we are watching, guys, get in the Discord. The link is right under the video. I'm in there on the daily. I post my trades as soon as I take them. We talk stocks and crypto all day long. Level up your trading journey with people who are trying to become financially free like yourselves, and we have options trading alerts in there and more. So come trade earnings with us this week. Let's make some money together. And if you guys want free stocks, open a Moomoo account through my link in the top of the description and make a deposit into there. Do it before the weekend is done so you guys can be prepared for next week with free money coming into your account of fractional shares, the Magnificent 7. Okay, both of those links are pinned in the top of comments and linked in the description, and you're also getting a ton of other benefits on top of that. And hopefully these free shares will pay for your Discord. Okay, the SPY on the weekly time frame is looking beautiful, bounced off of 5,000. The RSI cooled off just like back here, making higher highs and higher lows, which this just on top of everything shows me that the SPY is showing extreme strength, and I think it's going to go up aggressively from here. SPY calls for 10, 20, 30 days out is not a bad idea in my opinion. Nothing I say is financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. And another signal for this is crypto. Crypto moving higher as well, breaking above 63,500, fighting resistance at 64,000. We want Bitcoin to continue to break these levels to show that this was the bottom for the retracement. That's something that we do want to see for Bitcoin. Either way, I am still holding. Now, Palantir, I have this thing charted out to the max. I'm expecting a 9% move up or a 17% move down, and I'm not going to tell you which direction I plan on trading this. I don't have it completely locked in yet, but I will tomorrow. And I will be, of course, talking about it in Discord with them, and we will be picking a direction. If you do want to play that, again, get in the Discord. Palantir is probably going to be a large mover for earnings, and they announce on Monday. Currently trading at $23.33. Charted it out on the daily. I've charted it out on several different time frames, trying to figure out where this thing is going to go. Palantir is fighting a new trading range, but will it break over? Overall, guys, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Hopefully you found value out of the video or just enjoyed watching. And I have an extremely sick video that took a lot of time and effort to create for you guys that is about to be posted. The shorter version on the channel and the full version on members only, potentially tomorrow. Okay, no promises, but potentially tomorrow. So become a member on the channel if you want to see the full version of that. Either way, you will be getting a pretty cool version on the public side of things. That is it, guys. I love you all. Lottery Stocks out.